Hello everybody. So today in conversation with us we have actress, VJ, activist and what not, the very beautiful Kalyani Rohit with us. Hello ma'am.
Thank you so much. Nice, sweet introduction. Thank you.
Well, it's a pleasure meeting you first of all because you've been a great inspiration as a VJ for me personally. But tell us about your travel, like from acting with Prabhudeva sir in Chennapatnam as a small kid, from there to now you have a kid of that age, and still you're very active as a social activist also. So tell us about your journey, how it started.
We just, no. Basically, I started my career around seven and a half. We used to live in Bombay, so I didn't know a word of Tamil at all. We moved, because my dad was a fighter pilot, we kept moving around a lot. Then we came to Chennai, and my mom is a classical dancer, so we used to perform and all that. So one such performance, my director had come and he saw us, and he was like, okay, who's this Kuttipan who's running around? Aprama, he went and asked my mom whether she would be interested to host a show. And the Vaisla, it's called Kids Q. So my mom loves arts, okay, whether it is dance, acting, music, anything, instrument, anything. So she said, okay, why not, let's try. So we should shoot in the weekends because all kids were involved in it. After I did that show, it became very successful, and a lot of model coordinators started, reaching out. And one such model coordinator who changed my life is Biju Auntie. She took me to Alithandavanam audition. Then in that audition, I guess I nailed it.
Of course.
And then I got the movie, and the rest is history.
Yes. So Chennapatnam shoot, you had to dance with Prabhudeva sir, right? So were you aware that he was a big dancer back then? And was there any moments like star moment or something like that? Or it was just casual, candid shoot?
For me, I was 7 or 8. 8 when I started shooting, because of the 1 year we shot. It was 8 only. So I wasn't very aware of 8. I'm telling you, so many years back. So that time we don't have videos and all that. No.
Yeah.
So unless my parents took me for a movie or TV or something comes, I will not know. So I had not known about Prabhudeva sir. But then before getting into the movie and getting into audition, people had all prepped me. He's India's Michael Jackson. You don't know about him. You're if you're a classical dancer, he's done everything in his life. So I was not nervous. As a kid, you're never nervous. You're just, like, okay.
Ilam country Bayamariyadu vibes.
Okay. And then once I finished the shoot, and once the movie and the song came out, that's when I actually realized his power. Like till date, people actually remember me as a Chennapatnam girl with Prabhudeva.
Yes.
So yeah, that song changed my life, and because of him, obviously.
So ma'am, yes, you were a child artist, Chennapatnam solve vana. But from a child artist to becoming an actress, there's a transition there. So how did that happen?
So that's actually the most stupidest, silliest mistake I've made. I don't regret it because I learned a lot, but it was a really stupid mistake that I pannadu. When you're a child artist, you don't care about the actor who's acting in it, and you're a producer who's directing it, nothing. You go, you shoot, you're out. The only thing my mom saw was how good the character was. That's the only thing. But when you become a main lead, you have to ask these questions. Who's acting? Will the movie release or not? Who's the producer? How are they going to shoot it? Do they have a good name in the industry? These are important questions a lead actress should know. Okay. And that time I just walked into one movie. They said, Hindi padathora remake, Raja Ki Aayegi Barat. And I had already seen the movie. And I loved the movie. In that movie, Rani Mukherjee is the protagonist, and she fights for herself and all of that. In a full courtroom scene. I said, I'm going to nail it. I want to do this. In the first படத்திலே I'm going to pick ஐயோ எனக்கே தெரியல அந்த மாதிரி I went in. It ended up being like Upma Padam. I'm so sorry, but it ended up being, in that time, almost 10-15 years back, it became, they shot in a small camera. It wasn't very filmy, and angles நமக்கு தெரியாத என்ன ஆங்கிள்ல ஷூட் பண்றாங்க. ஆங்கிள்ஸ்ல அந்த மாதிரி லோ ஆங்கிள்ஸ்ல ஷூட் பண்ணி, and also on the pictures when it came in magazines, they were morphing my clothes. I still remember I was wearing a dark blue dress. Okay, it was pretty long. It was but spaghetti and long dress. Adhu the magazine la varumbodhu they morphed this whole part. And அது ஏஸ்தட்டிக்கா பண்ணா, I wear short clothes. I don't mind. I wear short clothes. But அது ஒரு மாதிரியா பண்ணிருந்தாங்க. So that's when my mom and me realized that, okay, let's just step back and, okay, this is not the way to actually choose a film. அதுக்கப்புறமும் 2-3 stupid movies I chose. Didn't do well. And then my mom said, you know what, maybe it's not our cup of tea. Child artist, we did well, abdi gottalam. Let's plan something else. And then television happened. Vijay TV had approached for a serial actually first. Serial sorry. They actually approached me for television show. So I did, அவங்க கூட actually நான் ஒரு 5-6 or more than that shows நான் பண்ணேன். From Super Mom to Super Singer I was doing, Jodi Junior I was doing.
நம்ம வீட்டு கல்யாணம்.
நம்ம வீட்டு கல்யாணம் I did. But that was only a one episode. But others I've hosted. Kitchen Superstar, and man I hosted. Then they themselves asked me if you're interested to do lead in serials. So my mom is like, you love acting, adu endha midama enna. So, and as a 17-18-year-old, you are always proud that you're earning. That earning thing is always like one gives you an independence also. So I was earning money. Abida television kulla enter ane. Yeah, that's my transition from that to this.
But throughout your journey, I think your mom has been a great support, no? So now she's not with you. How much do you miss her?
Yeah, I miss her every single day. Kuda adu agadu. Every minute I miss her. Like edavadhu na pannumbodhu I will be like, அவங்க இருந்தாங்கன்னா she would have done it so differently. Or even when Navya is growing, no, now I will be like, if she is there, no, I'm very sure she'll have taken care of her better. Or I can leave her to, now I can leave Navya to her and she'll be taken care of. And I'm very sure that my mom would have just taken Navya and say, naane paathukuren. So yeah, like a lot of things, like the way she does things. And I was always confident around her. I knew that things will get done, and that love, obviously, you're always going to miss your mom's love, right? So yeah.
But I think the confidence that you carry now, today, is because of your mom, is it not?
100%, there's no doubt on that.
So how has she brought you up as a strong mother?
I was brought up in a very abusive household. My dad used to drink and he used to hit my mom and me on a regular basis, okay? So literally I've seen him turn my mom's hand and break it. Like I've seen that as a kid, and those are not good things to see. Like nane pe solluvaanga, we all had a very abusive household. That's not normal. It's not a good thing to say. Nam ella ipo oru traumatic என்ன சொல்றது, ஒரு மைண்ட் செட்டில் இருக்கோம் because of the childhood that we have seen and grown in. So yeah, so we lived in a very terrifying household. So with that, we have, when we go out, no, we have to be this perfect family. Appa kuda, when we go for these enna solradhu, they call balls, the
army balls
event, yeah, pogumbodhu we'll have to be like this perfect family. Illa we told na shooting pogumbodhu we have to be this perfect girl, nothing is happening wrong, we'll be doing a happy scene while actually at home my mom will be crying. So that was my normal, and I was brought up in that. But among all those chaos and everything, no, my mom brought me up so strong, and I can't say, I couldn't see anything else but her and she giving me happiness. Like among all this, we used to go shopping, we did gymming together, we've traveled the world, we have done everything. So I wish to take only those memories. And yeah, so she's given me that amazing life, even though eppadi vandu solluvaangala and the tamara, when a lotus is bloom, but it grows in a chali in muddy areas.
But has it in some way made way or paved way for the activist in you now?
Maybe. I'm not sure, because yes, actually yeah, correct. I've never really thought in that aspect. I just came into being an activist, but yes, that's how it started. My mother, after she committed suicide, I never knew why she did it, because she seemed extremely happy. In fact, we were supposed to go to gym that day, and morning I'd seen her. I said, okay ma, I'll just go change and come. I was married 1 year down my marriage. So I said, you know, I'll go change and come, and then we'll go. So by the time I changed and came back, must be 20 minutes, and she had hung herself. So after she left, I started taking, she writes a lot, reads a lot, writes a lot. So I took all her diaries, and in her diaries there were like phrases where she would write, I'm feeling empty, there's nothing more to live for, I want to die, I mean I don't want this life, like I'm like done. I'm just done, and I don't know, like these really triggering words were there. And then only I knew that actually she was in depression. And then I took out all these photos. Exactly 6 months before, she stopped dressing. My mom used to dress on point, okay, wherever she goes, like perfectly dressed. And she used to be known for that. 6 months before, she stopped doing all of that. And I had not even noticed. When I took my pictures is when I started noticing, okay, she stopped putting makeup, she stopped doing her hair as much, dresses kuda, she started putting. So I wish I had noticed and I was more informed about mental health and depression. Maybe I could have saved her. I don't know. So that was a journey, and I learned the word depression from there. Then I went through my own depression where everything around me seems to be dooming. I felt like I was going down a hole. Nothing made sense. I didn't want to get up in the morning. I didn't want to brush my teeth. Nothing. I just wanted to probably just die. Just didn't want. And I was actually acting. I had a really nice husband. Everything was going well, but I didn't want to live anymore. After that depression, again I had a back injury, which was so bad that if I didn't do a surgery, I would have been paralyzed. Not many people know it because it's not something that you show off and tell, no, I had a back surgery. So I went through back surgery. So I have like a big rod and some screws and a compressible cage. That again got me depressed. Like I can't do what I like to do. Like too much of yoga. I can't bend after a certain thing. I can't do a lot of things that I love. So that again brought me depression. And then I decided, okay, Amma, if I become a mother, everything is amazing. I can get my life back on a track. But when I became a mom, we immediately moved to UK. And UK is the most darkest place you can be. There's hardly sunlight. And Rohit goes off for work in the morning, comes back in the evening. I'm alone with this 2.5-month baby. I can't call my mom and ask, okay, how do I feed her? What do I do now? She's crying. So I had to figure out all of that. And idhukku nadula I didn't know cooking. I did cooking because my child is also growing, and cleaning. I love cleaning, so that was okay. So among all of that, I went into more depression, more suicidal thoughts. I actually attempted a couple of times, and in UK, if you attempt and by mistake, if they find out also, they will take you to a center and keep you in observation for some time, and that also happened for me. And then I decided that, okay, I couldn't handle UK, and I spoke to Rohit. We had a conversation, and he said, okay, we'll come back. And we came back, and luckily he got a job in Apollo Hospital, and here I am. And then thus started my talk. So in between, when I was in UK, Sushant Singh Rajput had passed away. That kind of triggered something. I've never met him in my life. But it gave me a lot of pain when I came to know he died. So that's how I started Instagram, where I just took the thing and I said, I don't know what made me do it. I just took the thing and said, there is something called as depression. I lost my mom through it. I am going through it. So it is real. And suddenly a lot of people started reaching out to me, saying that, thank you for opening up. I'm also going through the same thing. Oh my God, I can't believe that, something that I'm going through, you're speaking the same thing. And I started talking more about it. So once I came to Chennai, I started connecting with a lot of mental health activists, a lot of psychiatrists, counselors. And then I started going and talking in colleges, in some hospitals I've gone and spoke, some schools I've gone and spoke. I've gone to some rural areas to go and speak to some ladies. So yeah, so that's how it's going.
It's really shocking to, even listen to such deep dark stuff behind this smiling face of Kalyani. But yeah, that's the truth everybody are facing, and I think it is high time we talk about it, right?
Absolutely.
So yes, talking about Navya, you're a beautiful mother now. So has there been things that you have, whenever Navya does something that you connect with your mom, cha amma madre pandra,
oh my God, you won't believe, okay? So I wanted her to be born during Amma's birthday. Amma's is July 26th, but this one is born in August. But miraculously, Amma should always tell me that I was born like one kaka. Like, and I came off. It was that easy. And that is one in a million. Like everybody goes through like painful childbirth. Delivering
Labor.
part.
Yeah.
So for me also, luckily, same process. I didn't have nausea. I didn't have any food cravings. I had a great pregnancy.
No food cravings.
No food cravings. I had a great pregnancy. Probably in my 9 months, there was just one day that I wanted to have Coca-Cola, which is bad, guys. No. I don't usually have Coca-Cola, not endorsing it at all. But that one day, so what happened is Rohit said, okay, Coca-Cola is not good. So he took me to a juice shop, which they like a goli soda type. Not
Right.
goli soda, they say, kattas.
Cola, the Kala Katta
Cola,
types.
So in that he got me something which tasted almost like a Coca-Cola.
Okay.
So then I had that. So that was the only craving. And even Navya, she was born, touch wood, extremely easily. Like I hardly had delivery.
Labor
darling,
pain.
I hardly had labor pain. She just came out like that without giving me any difficulty. But after that, I went through postpartum depression, and it was crazy. Like when she was born, okay, easier pornata. My pregnancy, I loved it. Okay, I loved every bit of it. But after she was born, I couldn't connect with this child, and me were not connecting at all. Like okay, it took me like 3 months to actually. Okay, I'm her mother and this is going to be mine and I'm going to be teaching her things. And now as she's growing up, like when she even sneezes, she has the same sneeze like my mom. And like I said recently also when I was crying and all, she'll come and ask me, Mama, are you okay? So I feel sometimes A, empathy she's learning, B, I feel like my mom is asking a lot of things that she does or like I have told her like, Mama is in fairyland. So you have to be a good girl, then Mama will send you gifts and all that. And I've like, told her a lot of stories about my mom and all. So she knows my mom through the stories. So she keeps talking about her. You know what, Mama gave me this dress, that, Mama, she's in fairyland. So she tells her friends these stories, and it's beautiful to see she's actually connected to my mom, but not physically.
That's beautiful.
And she has the same sun sign as my mom. Both are Leos.
Oh.
So that was amazing.
It's very cute when you connected. I think such people when we lose and we want them to be connected to our children, such stories help a lot.
Yeah.
And I think you're a great mother.
Oh, thank you.
Because we see a lot of your posts. It's very cute to see
But
from
don't
outside.
ever believe Instagram. We have terrible
True that.
days when nobody is a perfect parent. Nobody.
But yeah, talking about parenting, I think there is no such journal or rule book saying you do this when the child is doing that. So how was this transformation from a mother?
You can hear them.
Yes.
Yeah, clearly my daughter and her friend are fighting. Yeah.
Talking about parenting, so Navya is a toddler.
She's going to be 5, yeah.
She's going to be 5. So 5 years of having Navya. So what has been the most toughest part of growing a child?
Every part, every moment, every day. Because every day you're learning something about them. Every day they come up with something that troubles you, irritates you, and then also makes you okay. Okay, and teaches you patience, teaches you so much. So every minute is learning and bribing. I mean, guys, this is just.
So after a long time of bribing and
See, this is what is parenthood, okay? So it's not easy at all. Don't ever believe Instagram. I might look like, oh my God, my baby. So no, not at all. I struggled a lot. I have learned, still learning, lots to learn, I know. And I feel there's no parent called the perfect parent. I know people come with theories, people come up with idam pannu, this is what you should do for your child. But I think you know what's best for your child.
Right.
Even if you screw up with them, it's your responsibility, right? Tomorrow nobody's going to come and say, oh my God, it's okay, I'll take care of your child. Or even if you bring up your child perfectly, the world is not going to come and take your child and embrace it and give them a beautiful future. Nothing is going to happen. You have to deal however your child grows up. So yeah, I just hope I don't screw her up, but I am trying my best to be a better parent. Every day is a new day, but I usually, Rohit and we do what is intuitive, what we feel is right, what works for us. We also notice other parents, okay, maybe that's working, maybe we can try. If it's not trying, okay, it's not trying, I don't want to push it further. So some people just try to push a lot of things on their children, but you can try things. If it's not working, let it go and you will definitely find another way. As you're growing, like as Navya was growing, when I was potty training her, people say, she's still wearing diapers. What is wrong with you? She's 2 years old. What is wrong with you? I was like, it was giving me so much of palpitation and tension and everything. And then later I realized it's okay because she herself left. She herself said, Mama is yucky. I don't want to sit. I don't want this diaper. So it will happen. Each child is different. Okay,
True.
and it's your process. It'll happen. You, like I said, you can try some methods. Doesn't work. It's okay. Your child will figure it out.
Yes, absolutely.
That's all.